Hell yeah, I'm back. I had to start it over for a minute. I'm folding up clothes and shit. But it's good to see y'all once again. It's good to see y'all back once again. I'm talking with them and shit.
Yeah, I got
What's up?
nothing.
Yeah, because they was buffering for a second. I had to like
You
start
just
it.
talking about some heavy stuff. They start buffering on you again.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna be on here long. I ain't gonna be on longer. I gotta get ready to go out with Big
For real?
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah, I saw y'all. That's why when I said when I saw you, I was like,
Yeah.
I saw it in your
Yeah,
I
yo.
saw it.
Last couple of days, to be honest.
For real. That's why I knew I was looking like, oh boy. I saw your face when you came in. I was like, he pissed. Yeah, I saw it in your face, yo. That's why I didn't even come down. I was like, oh boy. I know you got something to tell me.
Oh, I got some seafood, but I had bought some seafood, bro.
For real? It was still there? Still there?
Yeah, yeah, crab, that's from.
For real?
Clown, bro.
Yeah, because I had a big meal earlier.
Huh?
I had a big meal earlier. Nah, I had no shot.
You could have waited for these and stuff home.
Oh my bad. I was at the barber shop. Oh, okay, cool. All right, get it. You get
All right.
it.
I just want this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to say right now.
I'm surprised.
I'm just waiting to see somebody come on here real quick.
Hell yeah, they kind of quiet. Hey,
Yeah.
Alex. Hey, Kick Rocks. Hey,
I
Michelle.
don't have nothing really to.
Come on, y'all know you got something to say, yo. I know you got something to say to them. Trust me.
I mean, just want to say peace to everybody. I mean, I don't know where to start. I've been saying a whole lot since I've been on here. Cause I mean, I might be on here later on tonight, but
Hell yeah.
who will be on here later on?
Isaiah, I talked to him. Myth gonna be on.
Isaiah said he down for it.
Hell yeah, yep. He said he down for it.
I'm gonna talk to King Bane Jolly today. Well, all I can say, you know what I'm saying, everything gotta get it's a lot of stuff that happened. I'm trying to make sure I get this all right. I want to give a shout out to Real Nagas. I want to give a shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Because Real Nagas had a video about the mandates. You know what I'm saying? Especially that's going to go down in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, I know what's going on with the guy. I think it's the mayor or the governor of New York. Is it
Cuomo?
Yeah, he's the mayor, right? So she was going on with the mayor of New York. So, but they're not telling you about the mandates. The mandates is pretty much dealing with also putting people in concentration camps too. Like we've been talking about, like from the past year. I've been telling y'all about nationalization. We told you about claiming back who you are national-wise. We talked about all of that. We even had two sisters from the Aboriginal community on here. Now we're about to have another sister named Yaris Bay who deals with astrology too. She will be on here soon. We gotta get a shout out. Gotta contact her. That mother's in Florida. She's an astrologist. She pretty much mastered that, like Noble Isaiah been mastering it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of energy shifts. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, the banks are using XRP. This is stuff that we've been talking about. That's dealing with the next wave. That's also going into the connection of the universal income. A lot of stuff going on, man. Like the earthquakes that I've been telling y'all about. Natural disasters I've been telling y'all about, all happening. Even up here in Maryland, we had a earthquake in Ellicott City. like a couple days ago. A sister of mine told me that. So there's a lot of stuff happening all across the country. The main volcano you need to watch out for is the one in Yellowstone.
Woo! Right from my brain.
Once Yellowstone erupt, we in some shambles.
What?
Oh yeah, what's going on, Alex Chavez? How you doing? I've been noticing you. I've been noticing you, Stoke Square. I've been noticing you, your travels and when you be on here. All right. But I'm not active in that no more though. I'm straight into the Moors now. But I still had to acknowledge you on you being a man of that craft. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know about the Moors.
Oh yeah.
You know about the Moors. You know who we are. So you know we know you know Brother Chavez. You know.
Yeah, he know.
Let them know that you know who we are. You know, I didn't wear my face today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. He probably smiling and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he know his heritage.
He probably like they finally woke up.
Yeah, he know about his heritage. See, a lot of people don't know that those that are quote unquote Latino, they know who the Moors are. A lot of them know who the Moors are. You know what I'm saying? They know who the Moors are because a lot of them are connected to the Moors.
Yes.
Right?
Look at that.
Exactly. You know, so you know, I just want to tell you, I want to say assalamu alaikum to you, okay, on your journey, you know what I'm saying? But I want to also give a shout out to Seda Tiz. That's one of the people I like listening to.
Yep.
Dr. Yafa Bey.
Yep.
Tariq Bey, I give him a lot of credit and love. Woof. You know, peace and love to Noble Isaiah, to everybody. Noble Larry King Bay, everybody. Shay Marie. I'm gonna read the Magnificent Seven. Read the Magnificent Seven. So it's like, you know, but seriously, all jokes aside, though, you really need to pay attention to what's going on across the globe. There's a lot of flooding going on in the Middle East. China been going through some stuff. They ain't talking about that too much on the news media. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, you know, it's like the whole thing, just like this. So, what's really going on? I'm gonna go ahead and break this down. What everybody need to know, all this calamities and natural disasters, even through like alignments, it really deals with the restructuring and the re-acknowledgement of those that look like us. You've been called, you've been told by the ancestral realm, you've been told by many of us that have been talking about alignments. You have other teachers that have been talking about this. All of this is aligning up to who you are, and they're trying to start still race wars and all this other crazy mess. But what they're not telling you is that they're fearful of you coming back in power. Yep. I know it sounds so far-fetched, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? Those that are Masons know who you are, so-called black man and woman. But the thing is, these people, a lot of them want you to wake up and realize what time. And that new world order is actually the old world order pertaining to you. I ain't gonna go here too long. But it pertains to you being who you are. The sacred geometry is the so-called black woman, or the Moabitess, or the Moorish woman, or the Israelite woman. Okay, that's what it's all about. It's really about her. And brothers, you are the key component in this too, because you are supposed to be her protector and her warrior, and also help her wake her up to get her back on her throne again. A lot of y'all don't know this, but she's closely connected to the divine because she's the ones that give birth to the children. You know what I'm saying? She is the original nation builder. Many people that travel on this road knows this. Women also have intuition, high intuition when they use it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really want to let everybody know. And the light bearers, though, Alex Chavez, a lot of people don't know the name for light bearers is also the Luciferians, but the word Lucifer, or Lucifer, is a name connected to Venus. I've been saying that. Venus is Lucifer, the light bearer. And Venus is also the feminine energy. Okay, so you got to look up the name Aphrodite. That's another one of her names in Greek mythology. I've been talking about this stuff for years. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to wake people up, but not just our people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the thing. The Moors came on the scene and told Freemasonry to those that look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Those that look like this are nothing more than the trustees. The trustees were there temporarily until the rightful people wake up. The true light bearers wake up. The true light bearers are you that look like this, the melanated people. You are the light of the world. Because if you fall, the whole planet falls.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly, if our women fall, even less, the planet shifts and changes because they're in tune with the planet. They're called the sacred geometry. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the race war. If you really want to be technical, the race war already happened. It's already happening. The race war is like this. Those that don't know who they are getting shot at or getting killed.
Yep.
Once you don't know who you are, they're gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Black and white. That's that Christian code that Moors that Taj Tariq Bey talking about. Okay, that's a long story. We ain't gonna get on all that. I'm not gonna be on here all long because I got things to do. But that's going to those Christian color codes or whatever. That's all into that. Because you're not black, you're not white. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you look up the word white, it means pure in the Webster's dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm not gonna go into details too much because I just don't. It's not the time. Because I don't have time to be talking too much. But the original indigenous people look like this. The ones you see now are mixed breed. They've been breeded out.
I'll be back.
They've been breeded out. So you need to know who you are, what you are. This is actual facts. Because this also goes back to Kebulon. There's an empress I kept on telling y'all about named Empress Sheba III, who's still alive, who has the oldest royal matriarch bloodline on the planet. And she's over there in Kebulon, what you call Africa. But this is also connected to Africa. Okay? But there's a video I played numerous times. I'm going to touch bases on that real brief on that Supreme Ruler. So she did a video like 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And she said the kingdom of Africa stretched from over there to India to the Americas. Both Americas is considered the African kingdom. So therefore, this is another part of Africa. This is Kingdom of the West. And, some people say this is Kingdom of the West. So, we've been all over the planet. There's pyramids also in Ethiopia. There's mounds or pyramids here in this country. So we've been around for a long time. So who are we? We have many names. Some of them are called Moors, some of us are called Hebrews. That's another, or Ibri, like Taj Tariq Bey said. So we have numerous things. We are all the above. We created all this. It all came from us. That whole Hebrew thing came from us. We studied all different types of languages. We brought all these languages to the table. When you look at those that are Jews today, they don't speak the real Hebrew tongue. They speak a dialect called Yiddish. One of the main people that speak the original Hebrew tongue are those in Ethiopia. That's called Amharic or Aramaic, however you pronounce it. So we're connected to them, which is also connected to the Sudanese. The Sudanese is also connected to us over here because we were over there too. So before the whole continental drift took place, all the landmasses were connected, and we were able to go back and forth. And what happened? That great continental drift happened. The earthquakes split everything, and floods split everything. That's what's happening right now with these tsunamis and so on. It's not just the wars in the underground, but it's actually natural disasters that are taking place because the earth is going through another transformation. So she's going through another metamorphosis and transforming into more water. You get what I'm saying? Because the simple fact is, we used to be connected to the water. The word mer or more or mermaid is connected to the water. You gotta get the word, look at the mermaids. The original mermaids were us too, because we used to be real like ancient. We used to be those in the water, could breathe underwater and come out the water. You know what I'm saying? Because you come out the womb of your mother, which is also dealing with the water, because when her water breaks, you come out. So you actually had gills in your mother's womb and all this other stuff. This information I read from Dr. York information, I read from other information too. So it's like a lot of this information that you have to look up yourself. Don't take everything I say verbatim, but look it up yourself. There's so many things that I can say, but I can't say so much. Okay? Because they censor YouTube, and then I'm going to go into some real serious what they consider conspiracies, and then they're going to flag his channel again. But neither here or there. That's the things I want to share with everybody. If they make any sense, let me know if that made any sense while B was gone for a little bit, so I can go ahead and,
Because we going live later tonight.
I might be on there, I might not be on there.
He gonna be on there.
I might not be.
He just saying that.
I might not be on there.
No, he lying. He lying.
I might not.
He lying. He gonna pop up on there, so don't believe that bullshit.
I ain't gonna pop up on there unless the brothers will be on there, I'll come up on there. If the brothers will be on there, I'll be on there. If not, I'm just gonna be in the background.
He a damn liar.
Yeah.
Woo.
Those pyramids are there to help us remember who we are, but there's also pyramids underwater. So you gotta ask yourself how the pyramids get underwater, because it goes back to what I said. We were able to breathe underwater and also breathe what? And on the landmass. So therefore you gotta remember who we are. Don't y'all know that there's actually deities in the ancient practices that we practice in the science, like the voodoo and Ifa and Ivy and all these traditions that we practice? They were actually mermaids that were actually these deities too, which also was symbolic on who we were and who we are today. See, nobody don't want to talk about this stuff because they're scared for you to really wake up, because you have the oldest royal blood on this planet, or the oldest blood on this planet. But what happened is been tainted because of the mixing. The mixing tainted your blood, but there's more to it than that. And one of the reasons why your blood got tainted is because also more than likely, this is something I'm finding out, is that whatever's in your bloodline, you probably was that in a past life. This is something I'm starting to look into, dealing with past lives. Make any sense? Because the ancient Caucasians or Europeans, let's just say the ancient Europeans were us. Okay, the ancient Europeans were us. The ancient, all of that was us. Okay. In a biblical sense, those that had this were considered cursed, what they call leprosy. This is something I read in the Dr. York books, and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And it's a lot that I really want to let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? But the real mutants were those that had recessive genes. I'm not being racist. I'm not being under that. I'm being honest. It's just facts.
Look it up.
Those that had recessive genes were the mutants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They were created too. Some people say by Yakub, but also many say that we created them by gene splicing or cloning. Okay, that's why cloning is nothing old. Nothing new. It's something ancient. It's old. It's ancient. But the thing is, we created that particular race of people, and they're not called white. Because they're not white.
That's right.
They're pink.
Pink Panther.
But it's different. It's so many different various types. But we also had information to let you know that they came from a mutated gene too. So it's like many people have all these answers and all that. Yeah, they pink like pigs, yeah. But But it's like, but I will say this: not all of them, not all of them are Caucasian though. Not all of them. Some of them have your blood in them. I named many, couple of them. You have the Sicilians, the Irish. That's the name of those two, and there's also others that have your DNA. Because in Ireland, there was people over there that looked like us that was ruling Ireland. And what happened, I learned this from an elder. What happened, those that looked like this, they would die at the age of 30. But when they started mixing in with us, they started living longer. And what happened, they started using the traditions that we practice over there, which is the Celtic. The Celtic is also connected to the Norse. Okay, I've been talking about how the Norse is connected to the Celtic and vice versa. That's also connected to our ancient practices too, because the original Vikings were us. Okay, this is something that nobody's ever been speaking about, and I'm confirming also what he was saying. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Because in their beliefs, in the Norse beliefs and in the Celtic traditions, they believed in different deities, but these deities were aspects of the divine. Okay? And I talked to you about Thor, Freya, all of that. That's all our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all interconnected. Okay? And what we did, we dealt with worshiping nature or giving back to nature, practicing rights to nature, because it kept us balanced and in tune with the planet. We were so in tune with the planet that we knew what was going to happen before it happened. That's why these rites activate your third eye, also activate you to the ancestral realm and all of this other stuff. But neither here or there. This is all interconnected to who you are. And also, I saw Divine Taste on here. I want to say, happy Dembala Daily. I'm getting my tongue getting all tied up. All right, so. It's like I'm talking too much at one time and I'm thinking about too many things at one time, so I get tongue-tied. So happy Dembala Day to you. And I wanted to say bonjour, but I know a little French, like I know a little Espanol. But that's what that is. It's all pertaining back to that. I mean, you can do this research yourself. You don't have to listen to everything I say verbatim, because I'm just summarizing it, and I'm just trying to memorize a lot of things that I studied and researched over the years and cross-referencing. You know what I'm saying? So please do the research. Don't take everything I say for face value, because many of our people, if not a lot of people, it's not just like that look like us. They take what we say and take it as verbatim as facts. Look it up yourself. Don't take everything we say, word for word, because I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm not nobody's teacher. I'm not nobody's leader. I only lead myself and those that are in my family and help out and lead and do the best way as I can as the man in my household. I'm not here to be no revolutionary. Okay, I have my family were people in my family were true revolutionaries. You know what I'm saying? So don't take that as that's what I do, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to show and point that direction. I am what you call a light worker. That's what I am. I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So I point the direction dealing with what you call the occult, or you call the ancient sciences or practices. And I point the direction to different references that can help you wake up and guide you through it the best way possible while I'm on here. And with it, I can also touch bases on certain topics that's dealing with historical facts and so forth. Okay? Yeah. So it's like, that's how it is. Like, I came back from the ancestral realm, and I can tell you that for a fact that I did. Came back down here to help out people wake the hell up. Yeah, a lot of alkaline. We also deal with, we do a lot of alkaline water. So, but I really want to let everybody know that's why I came back down here in this realm to help wake out people up the best way possible. That's what I do know about myself. And I do know that the Great Mother sent me down here. People thinking it's a joke, but I'm not making this stuff up. I can tell you some things that she's pissed off about. I can tell you things right now that she's not happy about. One of the things she's not happy about is how we as a people are not connected like we're supposed to and not waking up, because of the natural disasters can actually be avoided if we came together and started going back to her. Okay? This is also going back into what Wolf said in one of his videos, talking about the demiurge and all that. the Great Mother created the demiurge. I'll get into that another time. Okay? So, see, this whole matrix was created by the demiurge. Okay? This was also a time for us to really start connecting with those that we need to connect to. But see, the thing is, we're not paying homage to the Great Mother, and we're not paying homage to the that are in our traditions. Okay, it's fine to pay homage to the masculine energy, the divine masculine energy, but now we have to pay homage to the divine feminine energy, so we can bring forth the balance. Okay, one of the things that we have as a people that's a big problem is ego. And from what I studied from one of Dr. York's teachings, ego means easing God out. And you ask yourself, easing God out of what? Out of you. Because when that ego comes out, you think you know everything. But guess what? You don't know everything. Which means that you keep on acting like you this head honcho, you this head, you the baddest bee and all this other stuff. That's a part of your daggone ego that you have to really turn it down a notch and still be confident. You got to bring that balance. It's okay, but you can't have it rule you. Exactly. So you can't be so egotistic like you know everything. Because if you knew everything, your ass would not be down here. Some of you volunteered to come down here. Some of your ass was kicked down here. Some of you even said, well, you went against the Great Mother and the Divine, and she brought your dumb ass back down this bitch because you thought she knew everything. So she was like, okay, like any parent, I'm going to punish your ass. I'm going to bring your dumb ass back down this bitch. So you're down here and you're going through issues that you thought you would never go through before. Some of you remember being up there or being in the ancestral realm with the Divine. Some of you remember that, some of you don't. Some of you having flashbacks in your dreams and so on, being in ancient civilizations and also being priestesses and priests. And you came back down here and you gotta do a lot of shadow work within yourself. And also you have to put forth a lot of love from within and project it outwardly. See, you can't get caught in the world of illusions either. You know, one of the things that's fucking our people up is finances. We try to bring solutions, and that's what we've been trying to do since day one. See what I'm saying? Okay? But those that had a blissful life, many of them, I don't see all of them, but many of them don't know how to give back and don't know where to start because everything's in shambles to them. If that make any sense. But neither here or there, you're here. And you're here to learn. You're here to expound your horizons and know who you are as a spiritual being living a human experience. So therefore, this is what it is, and experience. So therefore, this is what it is, and Angela Ray, thank you for agreeing. This is some of the stuff that I wanted to share for a while, but I never got a real good chance to go and expound a little bit on it. Now, you are also the ancient Egyptians or the ancient Kemetic people. You're all of that and more. So when you deal with these gods were aspects of the only one divine. Okay? Keep that in mind. That when we say gods, that don't mean, oh, we worship all these gods. No, that means that there are aspects of the one true God or the divine. That's all it is. And see, we created, and these gods were created, or these angelic hosts were also put in the forefront. Because all the gods are nothing more than angelic hosts. That's what they really are.
Aspects of the creator.
Yeah, they're aspects of the divine. That's all they are.
Like we are.
What you're doing, you're paying homage to those particular angelic hosts because they all represent a certain law. Or a certain law in dealing with humanity. And also they represent certain elements on this planet. And also they also represent certain spheres or planets as well. So you got to do all this research and then be able to show it and teach it. Because one of the things is you have the genetic makeup of all these inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you probably would you were thrown down here because you probably would need to do some work down here, and you was like, hell no, I don't want. You were scared like I can't do it. But then you down here now, and you're living this experience. See, a lot of people are not going to tell you that you had people that were forced down here, thrown down here, kicked down here, and you also had people that volunteered to come down here. I mean, if that make any sense. See, you got to really go into all of this because you got to remember, you're on this physical is your shell. That's not the real you. The real you is within. The real you is that spinal cord and the eyes and the brain. That's the remnants of you being that serpent going inside your mother's womb, because you also have a reptilian brain. See, all this stuff you really got to go into details about this stuff because they're teaching you these fear factors. Because the way the reptilian brain works is like they know how to put fear in there, because the first thing a reptile do is also in fear. What do a reptile do? It defends itself. Think about it. The reptile defends itself when it senses fear. How many of y'all seen the cobra? The cobra only stands up when it's in fear, ready to attack, when it's in defense mode. You need to look at all of this stuff. Okay? So you have to look at all of that. There's nothing wrong with the whole serpent thing, because that's what Christianity tried to belittle. But Christianity it comes from our ancient practices. Okay? It's a watered down practice of it. They go ahead and worship on a Sunday. Okay, and voodoo, this is the day of Dembala. So you're looking at these days, okay? Then you're looking at all these days of the week. All these days of the week is connected to our deities, but they watered it down, y'all. They just keep on watering shit down. And what they do from one of the great teachers that I met through the channel, Lagana Taster, she great teacher. She pretty much broke it all down to us, like letting us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They water everything down, and what they do, they take your shit, they laugh at you and call you stupid, and they give you the Bible, and they tell you believe in Jesus, and the stuff that you practiced before is demonic. The word demonic was not evil in the beginning, y'all. This is all Christianity and Western shit. They watered all that shit down to make you look at your stuff as being evil. Meanwhile, they're practicing your stuff every day, laughing at you. I have experienced my smell enhanced. I ain't gonna lie, my smell enhanced, my taste enhanced. I mean, I can tell you right now, I can go ahead and walk past somebody. It's crazy. I can walk past them. I can stand like miles away. I can smell them. It's not no joke. It's like those that's how can I put it? Those that have these senses, that upgraded their senses. They're the ones that's been called upon. They are also the healers, from what I know. You know what I'm saying? They're the healers. You know what I'm saying? Those that can feel the energies. Those that are real sensitive to energies. You know what I mean? They are the ones. Those are the ones that have the healers of the planet, because you can feel everybody's emotions. You know what I'm saying? There's a word for that we use that the empathic. That's what you're an empath, so you can feel the energies, and also you can feel the energy of the planet. So you're really going on a higher level, a higher vibration, because you can feel the way the planet feels. You can feel the animals. You can feel the people, the human beings. It don't matter what color, creed, whatever you are. You can feel the people's energies, because at the end of the day, we are all energies. You know what I'm saying? We are nothing more than energy. Many of us on a higher vibration. Those that are melanated, you're at a higher frequency. You're at a higher frequency as you being melanated, y'all. That's that non-ether. That's what you are. Your hair curls up into a 9. You being melanated. Think about it. Those that are not melanated, it curls up into a 6. Though they only deal with the 6 ether. They can't go any higher than that. And I really want to also touch bases on why they're pushing the race gender, or the mixing of the races, is because of the simple fact is time is running out, and they need us to mingle in with them again so they can come back down here. They can come back down here through you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we still caught up in some other stuff. You know what I mean? And that's Angela Ray, same here. But I don't talk too much about it. Many of us that can see within the spirit realm are also been called as healers. Those that can see the spirits and so on, they are also healers because the spirits are guiding them and showing them the way. But the thing is, those that have that gift have to come together with those that are on the same frequency and start becoming healers to do what they got to do on this planet. See, it can't be always individual now, because now the earth is calling and the ancestral realm is calling us to come together finally and do what we came here to do together as one cohesive unit. If that make any sense to anybody. Because all these healers that's on this planet are being called. So, I just want to let y'all know that. I'm not going to stay on here, like I said, too long. Before I go, I got to say, is there anything else I need to be asked before I hit the road? And see if I can answer the best way possible. And the only reason why they're pushing the whole race mixing agenda is because of what your bloodline is connected to.
Yeah.
It's all dealing with bloodline. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to say, Angela Ray, yeah, that's what it is. Like, you're one of the healers. You have a gift to heal people, but at the same time, when you heal people, you have to make sure that you take the primary precautions when you're healing somebody. You have to have all the spiritual tools to protect you from those energies when you're healing people. And the reason why a lot of healers do charge people, because they're putting their energy and mixing in with your energy. But also, people are not really who they say they are because they're not really in tune with self. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. And see what they're doing. From what another great teacher of ours said to yours truly, is that they're trying to get rid of our ancient practices and pushing forth the Western way of society towards us, which means what they're trying to do, they're trying to get us out of this and go into their way of life. Their way of life is not our way of life.
Nope.
So what's going to happen, those that give in are going to lose their power. Because you were given these powers to heal. The ancient ways are the only way that's going to help this planet, and that's where we always fall short at. Okay? Because one of the things our people want to get caught up in is materialism. Books. I'm gonna think about because what I might recommend might not be fit for you, but I'm gonna start you off with something that's dealing with let me see. What's the book I want? I'm gonna start you off with. I don't know what level you on as far as learning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what level you on as far as learning, Brandon. I don't know. So I don't know your level of where you at on the frequency wise. So what's the book I'm gonna recommend real quick for those that's not yet there on a higher level? I don't know if you're there or not, but I'm gonna give you something like this. Look up go look up Dr. Eugene Adams, Africans in Asia, on YouTube. Okay, look up that video. That's it's not a book, it's a video. So I recommend that. Okay, so then after that, I need to know where your vibration is, so I can start sharing books with you. I don't want to just start sharing something high vibrational and then you get, you don't know what's going on. I want you to do it bit by bit. You know what I'm saying? Right, and Bobby Hemmett is a great source. on information dealing with your practices and so on. Look up Asir the Duke of Tears. Asir, Aseer. Tears is Tiers. Look him up too. So you can start learning more about your story. Asir the Duke of Tears is one of them. Videos by Bobby Hemmett is another. You also want to look up Dr. Delbert Blair. Okay, you want to get people that look like us that's probably no longer here anymore.
Hey, what's up, enough?
What's going on with Islam? So that's what you want to do. Look up those particular teachers. Dr. Delbert Blair, Bobby Hemmett. You even have Panic. You have if you really want to go into higher like conversations or breakdowns, Dr. Phil Valentine. If you can deal with his intellect and everything, Dr. Phil Valentine. There's a brother on YouTube named Real Nagas, ReelNagas. Look him up too. Okay? He's talking about information too, dealing with the melanin. He also has a book on melanin and other things. C. Freeman L., that's another elder. You want to also look up this sister named Sister Myra Moss. Look her up. Isis Wisdom. There's so many others that's out there. We don't really fool with those in that conscious community because
science.
We don't deal with them because they're not. All the elders is who we listen to, like damn near, like because they the only ones that have the keys. Dr. Renoko Rashidi, rest in power to him. Listen to look at his videos. Okay. Let me see. Chancellor Williams, look him up. Okay, you want to look up all these people. Dr. Henry Clark. Charles Tariq Bey, if I didn't mention him. Amos Wilson, exactly. That's another one. Let me see. So, yeah, you want to listen to them. At least listen to them. And then, you want to go into more metaphysical. Listen to Bobby. Listen to Dr. Phil Valentine. He talks about that. And listen to Dr. Delbert Blair. So, that's pretty much it. Whatever you do, stay away from a lot of diversions. You know what I'm saying? But the history, you're going to need the history, though, Angela. Some of our people need the history because that's why I said deals with the vibrations of the people. We don't know if everybody's on the same vibration. So you got to start them somewhere. Then the vibrational pull will start bringing them in, and then they start moving up higher and higher. Look at some videos by Dr. York. I would say Dr. York videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. So that's why I wouldn't need to talk to you on another level, like off the phone, where we can exchange info. Because a lot of people not on that level that you own. You're talking about the cosmic energies, and people are not on that. A lot of people I'm not trying to be knocking anybody down, but we don't know the energies of everybody on the chat. You can't go into the cosmic info and everybody's still down. You see what I'm saying? When you like up here and somebody down here, they can't go up that level yet because they got to be spoon fed or baby fed so they can get there to where you are. That's what I had to realize on my journey. Like when it come down to him, I could be here and he might be right here, but I gotta take my time and talk to him and show him so he can get to the same frequency. That might be for him, and he might be the same way on certain vibrations that I'm not on. Like he talk about, like I don't do that no more. He's here with the music, and I'm like in between, and it's like certain things I can't vibrate on that he's vibrating on that he can bring to the platform that he broke down the whole locks and the Dipset metaphorical breakdown. That's where he is breaking down all that stuff that's connected to him, where he can bring information to you. Luke is on another frequency too, so everybody's on other frequencies.
Right.
But it's like it got to be a common ground where everybody's like here. You get what I'm saying? When they're here, when we all right here, we can see things on a whole visual
Yep.
and see it as is. You see what I'm saying? When you do that, that's what makes everything work, because it's like we have to meet right there
Yep.
on the level. When you meet there on the level, then y'all can start exchanging info and insight, because everybody's on the same vibration. You get what I mean? So that's what it is.
Yep. So we're going to end it right there, fam. Y'all get ready for later tonight, because we're going live with the crew, all right? So one love once again. Same thing too, Mosai. Yeah, same thing about the Nas I Am album. Opened my mind as a kid, yeah. So peace out, family. We out. Hell yeah, gotta drop these